Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 8 of the Overstressed SMP. If you've missed episode 7 of the SMP, make sure to go check it out in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Also, if you enjoyed these videos, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more Create Mod content. But without holding back any further, let's jump into the video. Hey everyone, we are back and finally in Overstressed. As you know, it has been a minute, but we have finally made it back and it is good. It is good to be back. I have a game plan today that has been something that has been asked for since I was all the way back in the Mechanic Crafters SMP, and I didn't even do it then. So this is gonna be interesting. We're gonna be making a pancake factory. And the factory might be a little bit hidden underground, but it's going to come up into almost like a bakery. And then we're actually going to have some pancakes. And the reason we're doing all of this is because hopefully the next episode is going to be Halloween themed. And that is going to be something we're going to be giving out to all of the SMP members as a nice little like gift, kind of like a little bit of trick-or-treating. So at least that's that is the game plan essentially. So let's go ahead and grab some resources and we'll get crafting. All right, so I've made it outside. And I have an idea, essentially. So this is our comment board, which I will do a comment probably like halfway through this episode, so don't worry about that. And of course, this is the main path that connects everyone's houses on both sides. And then, of course, if we follow it up here, it goes to my house. Now, I've left this area open right in here because I figured that this would eventually be another path that's going to lead out here and then kind of twist and go around, kind of head towards the nether portal and then go between into this like a mountain range because we have our farm over here. And then we also have some other people's houses and stuff going up all around in this area. So I figured that if we could get our path to go up here and go to the farm, that'd be awesome. Now, I figured that it would be great to then set up a pancake factory kind of in this area. At least that was my idea. I don't know if I'll do it in this area, though, because I don't want to take up DG space. So I might maybe flip it maybe to back here. So I've decided actually we'll put it here. And I'm going to have the back of the building facing basically this mountain because we might be able to do something kind of cool and kind of hide our machinery into the mountain if we really need that much machinery. But I figure we'll put it over here and then we can actually build a path to this either in this episode, next episode, something like that. And then we'll have a pancake factory. At least that's the idea. So let's get to like terraforming this land a little bit and then we can get to building. Now, I also thought it would be good to maybe clarify this because there are 2 pancakes actually in this mod pack, which, by the way, if you want to check out the mod pack, link is in the description. It's finally on CurseForge. It's taken a century. But there is the pancake from the Autonomy mod. I think I butchered that word, which is syrup, milk, a type of egg, and then wheat. So really not bad. The only thing is the syrup, which I don't know if we can automate, which might create some problems in that sense. Of course, we can actually mix this whole thing together, make pancakes. And then we have this other pancake from Supplementaries, which is sugar, eggs, wheat, and milk. We can definitely automate this. So I think that we're going to do this one. We also get 3 pancakes out of this, and we can use a mixer and everything to just automate this whole process. So I'm thinking that we'll do the pancake from Supplementaries, and then maybe if you guys let me know in the comments if we can automate this, we could do like 2 different types of pancakes, and maybe we'll say like this one's like a gluten-free pancake or something like that. We could do 2 different ones, but yeah, there we go, pancakes. And I also thought I was gonna call it Peter's Pancakes was the name of the restaurant, but let me know in the comments if you want me to do maybe a different restaurant name. All right, so we've done a little bit of terraforming where I've kind of flattened the area out a little bit. It doesn't look perfect, but that's okay because as we go ahead and build the paths in the later episode or later today, it'll look a lot better. That's the game plan. But over here is kind of the layout of what I have going, and I'll link the video in the top right-hand corner of the screen as well as in the description. There is a bakery that I really like that I found on Pinterest. There's actually a YouTube tutorial on how to make it. So I'll link it because I think that's the original creator. Not going to copy it to a T, only a tiny bit of just kind of the idea behind everything. And of course, the entire inside would be totally different because this is meant for like a bakery and I'm building a pancake factory with Create stuff. So it'll be totally different, but I want to credit them anyways. But yeah, so definitely feel free to check them out. But we're going to go ahead and start building this bakery. And the idea that we have here is that there'll be a serving area kind of on the outside, right in here, where you're able to serve basically outside. Over here is the door area where you can actually enter into the bakery. And then in here is hopefully going to be the process of kind of the finalization of maybe the mixer running that's mixing everything and making it into a pancake. And then underground or inside of the mountain will be actually all of the harvesting of everything else. So the eggs from the chickens and everything along those lines. All right, so we are back in. It's actually a new day in the real world, but as you can see, we have finished off our bakery-style pancake factory, essentially. It looks a little bit different. It's definitely not my greatest build that I have done. Once again, it's based off of the YouTube tutorial that I will link into the description, but overall, it looks kind of good. I think this side is probably my weakest side, and you can see it's because it's just kind of a wall of bricks, which is actually our furnace. I've integrated some granite bricks from Create, some just regular granite and some regular bricks into this. But that's fine because this is going to be covered up with a bunch of trees and stuff, so we won't actually see this too much. Around the back, we just have some more pillars and stuff, some more windows. A lot of it's just for show. A lot of this is going to be hidden from kind of just the trees and stuff that we've kind of done over here, so we won't see a lot of it besides the front area. And the idea is that right here is like a serving booth, kind of like that the baker would be inside, and they'd be serving the pancakes through the window to everyone else. That's kind of the idea that we've gone through for here. Now, inside, we've done some beams, some oak slabs, similar to the ceiling of my basement. And essentially, there isn't anything in here. And I've done that on purpose because we're going to start working on the automation of everything so that we can automate our pancakes. So we need to get an automated eggs from just chickens. We need to get wheat, which truthfully, I think I'm going to do the wheat as an insert that we put it into a chest, and that will start the whole machine. We need sugar, which we might do as another import, just put it inside of a chest. And then we need milk as well. So that's going to be our goal. So that's our next step, is to basically automate everything with Create. So I just kind of had a little bit of a genius idea, kind of a big word to use for that. But of course, we need to automate milk and we need to automate eggs. Now, the eggs I'm going to do in a non-create fashion, that I'm going to put hoppers underneath a bunch of chickens. And then from there, it should be able to collect all the eggs they naturally drop. You can do that in Create, but it's just super expensive for no reason. Then the milk we can automate definitely through Create using deployers and things like that. And I was like, I can hide this all on the ground, or I can just actually use some fences and some fence gates and actually have like a couple cows in an area, a couple chickens in an area out here, and then underground transport all the items into our bakery here, where we're actually going to go ahead and automate the entire process of actually baking the pancakes, or I guess mixing the pancakes. That's going to bring up a whole other problem, because as you can see here, we have 4 ingredients that need to go into a mixer, which would mean that we'd need probably about 4 different inputs into this, which can get a little tricky. Of course, I'm probably going to go ahead and use the wheat and the sugar non-automated to at least start out. We might automate it in the future. So that will probably help us out a little bit. We still need to basically have eggs and milk automatically being placed into our automated shapeless crafting. So I figured it was worth showing off in Create or in creative mode that there is actually an issue that we've just run into, which we might be able to figure out. It's going to be some testing, but essentially, if we look at this recipe, it's being pulled into the Create mod mixing recipe because it can be used in a crafting table. But we actually have a liquid in here, which is either milk buckets or milk bottles, which creates an issue because you can't actually use liquid. You need that item to go into the mixer. And that might sound a little confusing, so I want to show you. If we throw a piece of sugar, a piece of wheat, a chicken egg, and a milk bucket, it's going to go ahead and mix really fast, and then it turns into an empty bucket and 3 pancakes, which is good. Look, we got pancakes. Perfect. And we even got a bucket back. However, the way Create usually works is if you right-click, you can place milk into the basin and then throw in like sugar, wheat, chicken eggs, and that doesn't mix, which is the way that I was going to build this, so that it's actually just pulling milk into here and constantly feeding it with milk with tanks and things like that, and that actually doesn't work. We might be able to still do this, but it's going to take some testing. But let's go ahead and hop back into the game. All right, so new game plan after kind of messing around in the creative world. So we're able to, of course, input all 4 recipes into this basin. And we could do that with a number of different ways, from like mechanical arms to just belts, chutes, everything. But I was realizing it was getting super expensive for just a simple little recipe. So I decided that we'll do this a little bit differently. And what we're gonna do, and this is also for lag, because if we automate the whole process, this whole thing's just gonna nonstop be making pancakes, which is great, but it's just going to cause lag. That doesn't really help us in the end. And at a certain point, when you have 3,000 pancakes, you don't really need more. Debatable, but you don't really need more. So I figured what we'll do is we're going to have our mixer set up, and then we're going to have these 4 different chests that underneath are going to have chutes connected to, minus 2 of them. And one's going to be placing milk buckets into this chest. One's going to be being placed like sugar, wheat, and then eggs. And all of these are going to fill up with ingredients. And then when we want to make some pancakes, we just grab the ingredients, throw them into the basin, and boom, we have pancakes. Of course, we'll also have to power the system, which I don't know where I will hide the power to the system, but we'll need it to go ahead and be powered. But that is kind of our goal. So let's just start making some things. We're going to start with the fences and the chickens and everything along those lines. All right, theoretically, my madness will work. So essentially, we have our hoppers all hooked up here so that they eventually drop the eggs, as you can see, right onto this belt, which is perfect, which I'll grab one of them now. And then they're going to transport down, go to this belt, all the way down and into this tunnel system. Now, this tunnel system is going to be accepting eggs and milk, which milk is going to be coming from in here, where I'm going to have a deployer just kind of aimed upwards, constantly trying to pick up milk, theoretically. And then once both of those items go down into this tunnel, we're going to have eggs only go through this filter. And then on this side, these are only going to allow milk to go through this belt. And then they're going to go to this area where we're going to have some chutes with encased fans pushing the items all the way up into these chests so that they're auto-placed into these chests. Now, the bucket side of things is going to be more interesting because technically I would need to always have the buckets come back to this area. I might just have a chest outside for now that's automatically like getting buckets pulled from, and then they go ahead and grab milk and then go on the conveyor belt, something like that, just to make this a little easier for me. But that's my madness. Hopefully it works. All right, theoretically this works. So we have a chest here, and then below it you can kind of tell there's a chute right underneath the chest that connects to another chute right underneath of that, and then places it onto the belt. And then finally that bucket will get placed onto the depot, and then theoretically the andesite belt funnel will then place it inside of the deployer and then turn to milk. I might have to change this funnel to be a brass funnel because it might just accidentally just pull out the empty buckets instead of a milk bucket. And then theoretically, they'll both be sent down, the eggs and the milk, down this path, down over to this brass tunnel, which will then pull out the eggs into this conveyor belt and pull out the milk into this conveyor belt. And I realized that we probably could have put them in the same chest, but you know what? We're going to use tunnels for once. We've like never used tunnels ever. But yeah, theoretically, this could work as soon as we power everything up. And as soon as we actually get cows and maybe change that to a brass funnel. So yeah, let's go ahead and work on that. So the machine actually works. I built the whole power system without recording. Nice one, Peter. So I quickly stopped it though so that I could actually show you guys it all up and running. So right now we have this belt powered, and I've taken out an encased chain drive. I've just hidden water wheels underneath here. I could have connected it probably to my windmill, but I was like, you know, we'll just make a power source over here. So as soon as I place this encased chain drive, it'll actually activate everything. But real quick, you can see that our buckets, our empty buckets, are falling through the chute and landing onto this belt, and they should get pulled into our system. So let me go ahead and place this down. We're going to see this belt is moving, already transporting some eggs right onto this belt. You can actually hear right there that our buckets have been placed inside of the depot and are now turning into milk. So we have milk and eggs now going onto this conveyor belt. And then they're traversing all the way down here and going into this tunnel, which we'll go ahead and wait. So you can see we have an egg going through. The egg is being outputted onto this belt. We have the milk going through, and the milk is going out onto that belt. And then you can see if we look inside of here, we're going to see we have eggs going through one chute, and our milk is going through the other chute. And they should be getting placed right into the chest. So let's go check that out. There we go. So if we open this chest, you're going to see that we have chicken eggs in one, and we have a bunch of milk buckets in the other. So we are actually doing good. So this is not fully automated to the point that I've wanted it to make in the past, but it's gonna work. And I've made this look semi-natural as soon as I actually use dirt to kind of cover in this area. That you won't really know until you see the hand poke up that it's actually trying to harvest milk from these cows when they go into this area. Or in this area, we've used the moss carpet from the Caves and Cliffs backport to hide all of our hoppers that are actually collecting eggs from our chickens. And I figured I'm actually going to use this as a breeding area as well. So it'll double with like 2 different uses, which should be pretty cool. So something I realized I didn't do was actually power our mixer. So it's powered now. I've just run the power into the floor, so that works. Also, I covered up these holes under these chests because, of course, we're not automating that just yet. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and grab our chicken eggs. We're going to grab some milk buckets. Let's grab some wheat and some sugar. I grabbed the sugar from our storage system and the wheat from our farm that we have. We'll probably make a sugarcane farm in the future, but just for now, we haven't run into a need. And let's go ahead and make our first pancakes. So we'll throw our milk in here. We're going to grab our sugar, our wheat, our eggs. Boom, boom, boom. And should go ahead and mix. And I was able to up this speed pretty fast. And there is our bucket and our 3 pancakes. So let's put our first 3 pancakes right here, and we can eat our first pancakes too. Look at that. We'll even leave our last pancake right there as a little honor to our pancake factory that is finally set up. Now, I figured our last thing to do is to actually build our path over into this area. So let's go ahead and work on that. Let's terraform this a little bit more, add some more dirt into here, and just make it so the path at least leads over to our bakery. And then I think that'll be basically it for this episode. So naturally, I almost forgot that I have to do the best comment of the week, and I have it. It's in my inventory. But before I show you, we need a single piece of leather because Rocket has no leather. So we're going to go ahead and run over to DG's place and trade him something for a single piece of leather. I have a really good place to settle our trade for our single piece of leather. Okay. Oh my, I've shut the door in your face already. Here, come on inside.
All right.
Well, welcome to my kitchen.
This is beautiful.
Thank you. I can't really take any credit because I hired Kafers to build it for me. But
I saw the episode titled Kafers Kitchen for you at home who are listening along.
Go check it out. Like, yeah. So I may or may not have forgotten to record the audio for the trade with DG. However, kind of in summary, I was given 1 piece of leather for 14 pieces of wheat, and I also got to use my fancy new kitchen for the trade. All right, we are back in after trading with DG, and we have the best comment of the week, and this is from Jamie West, which I realize is actually always cut off by my webcam. So let's just immediately just place this on the wall, if I can do it. Hello? And then we'll extend it out, and we can see right here, it's from Jamie West. It says, I love the videos. You've taught me a lot about the Create mod, and your editing is smooth and enjoyable with 3 hearts. Not 1, not 2, but 3 hearts. And it also got a bunch of likes, so definitely like up any comments that you enjoy inside of the comment section. I said comment so many times there, but yeah, thank you so much for the comment. You've been added to the fan appreciation board, and yeah, welcome to being a part of the series. Now, I know that I said I'd build a path from here to my bakery, but in real life, I actually have class in an hour. So Rocket needs to actually edit this video and upload it so that it's out before tomorrow. So yeah, that is what Rocket needs to do. So I won't be able to finish the path for this episode, but the next episode that we do will involve a lot of Halloween themes and things like that. So it might be the next episode or 2 that's going to be very Halloween themed. So I really hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, if you're interested in that, go check the channel. It might already be out. If not, check out some other videos on the channel. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to drop a like and subscribe. But yeah, I will see you guys all in the next one.